Imagine going to work like any other Tuesday, half the mile underground, in one of America's richest silver mines. You kiss your family goodbye, ride the hoist down, and start your shift. Then, smoke starts pouring through the tunnels. Invisible poison follows. 173 men are trapped below. Only 2 will make it out alive after a week in hell. This is the Sunshine Mine disaster, May 2, 1972. Idaho's worst mining tragedy. 91 lives lost, and it changed underground mining forever. Part 1. The Sunshine Mine, Life in the Silver Valley. Kellogg, Idaho sits in the heart of the Coeur d'Alene Mountains, the Silver Valley. This place was built on silver. The Sunshine Mine opened back in 1884, and by 1972 it was a beast. Over 9,000 feet deep, almost 2 miles straight down, miles of tunnels, multiple levels, electric hoists hauling men and ore up and down. Over 800 workers relied on it. It paid good wages in a tough town. Hard rock mining, drilling, blasting, timbering up ceilings so the mountain doesn't crush you. Hot, dusty, loud. But for a lot of these guys, it was generational work. Fathers, sons, brothers, all underground together. That morning, May 2nd, the day shift started normal. 173 miners went down. Experienced crews on levels from 3,100 to 5,600 feet. Drilling, mucking ore, joking around. Nobody knew the day would end in darkness.
Around 11:40 a.m., on the 3,400-foot level, miners spot smoke. It's coming from old timber supports mixed with refuse and sulfide ore dust. The official Bureau of Mines report called it probable spontaneous combustion, wet sulfide-rich material heating up until it smolders and catches. Some survivors and experts pointed fingers at polyurethane foam sealants used in ventilation areas. They burn hot, produce massive CO, and even cyanide, but the government stuck with spontaneous combustion near scrap timber. At first it seems small. Guys grab extinguishers, hoses, but it explodes in size. Thick black smoke floods the ventilation system. And here's the killer. The fans keep running, pushing the smoke and the carbon monoxide it carries through every tunnel, every level. By noon, the alarm sounds. Evacuate. Get to the shaft. But for men deep down, that means running miles through smoke so thick you can't see your hand in front of your face. About 80 miners make it out, mostly those closer to the main shaft on upper levels. Some stagger to the surface, coughing, eyes burning, half conscious from the fumes. 93 are cut off deeper, on 4,000, 4,800, 5,200 feet. Carbon monoxide is silent death. No smell, no taste, no warning. It binds to your blood 200 times stronger than oxygen. You feel dizzy, head pounds, legs go weak. You collapse without realizing why. Many died trying to crawl towards fresh air, stepping over bodies of friends who'd already fallen. Above ground, chaos. Families rush to the mine gate. Wives, kids, parents holding signs with names, waiting for word. Hours pass. No communication from below. Just smoke pouring from vents.
Part 4. The Rescue Effort. Days of Darkness. 5:30 to 7:30. Rescue teams from the Bureau of Mines, local volunteers, federal crews suit up with self-contained breathing apparatus. They go in blind, zero visibility, lethal CO levels, heat from the fires still raging. They find bodies everywhere, in tunnels, at rest areas, near the shaft. Some in groups, guys who'd huddled together hoping for rescue. Some alone. Day by day, more recovered. Hope fades fast. By May 4th, 5th, it's clear most are gone. The fire keeps producing gas, making every entry risky. Families wait outside in the cold rain. Kids playing near the hoist house, not understanding. Grown men breaking down. Part 5. The Miracle. Flory and Wilkinson. 7:30 to 9:30. Then, May 9th, Day 7. Rescue team on the 4,800-foot level hears it. Tap, 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 on a metal pipe. Deliberate. Someone's alive. They follow the sound to a small workroom, barricaded with canvas tarps, boards, anything to seal it. Inside, Ron Flory, 28, and Tom Wilkinson, 29, both experienced miners, buddies. When the alarm hit, they were below 4,800. Smoke rolled in fast. Tom collapsed first. Ron half carried, half dragged him back to a spot with a trickle of fresh air from a recent borehole. They sealed themselves in. For 7 days, total darkness most of the time, saving batteries. No food, only water dripping from an air conditioning line, or lunch buckets left by dead coworkers. They talked, prayed, tapped on pipes hoping someone would hear. Rescuers break through. The two are weak, dehydrated, bearded, but conscious. They get breathing gear, ride the cage up. Walk out to sunlight, families, steak and beer the next day. National headlines, miracle miners. But they carried scars, physical and mental, for life. Ron passed in 2013, Tom in 2020.
Part 6. The toll and the names. 91 miners died, mostly carbon monoxide poisoning. Ages from early 20s to 60s. Veterans with decades underground, young dads just starting families, some brothers lost together, 217 kids left without fathers. The community shattered. Funerals across the Silver Valley. The mine closed for months. Part 7. The legacy. Lessons paid in blood. The Bureau of Mines report listed failures. Delayed evacuation, no proper refuge chambers, ventilation spreading poison instead of isolating it, no self-rescuers for everyone, poor training. This disaster directly led to the Federal Mine Safety and Health Act of 1977, the Mine Act. It created MSHA, mandatory annual inspections, self-rescuers on every miner, stocked refuge chambers, better ventilation controls, emergency comms, rescue teams. Those rules saved countless lives since. The sunshine paid the price. Closer. 11:45 to end. 91 men went down that morning expecting to come home. They died in the dark, breathing poison they couldn't fight. But their loss wasn't in vain. Because of them, miners today have a better chance to see daylight. Rest in peace to every name on that memorial. Robert Alexander, Billy Allen, Wayne Allen, all 91. You deserved to come home. You deserved better. And because of you, a lot of families since then got exactly that. If this story hit hard, like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's the next disaster you want covered? Or share if you've got family mining history. Thanks for watching. Never forget the 91.